Is Sega planning on bringing back Sega Channel? Let's chat about that. Hello?
Anybody on mic?
What's up, chat friends? Welcome to another video in In-Game Chats, where we discuss all things gaming. So recently Sega has released some news about their new fog gaming platform, or fog streaming. So basically the premise is that they use arcade machines, and they use those arcade machines as servers in order to stream games to people, which is basically physically bringing the server to the user, which lowers latency, is basically the idea behind it. So they would basically use hardware within arcade machines and repurpose them as servers in order to allow for cloud gaming. So with this, bringing the server and the user closer together would theoretically lower the latency and improve the less lag when you're playing and streaming games, which I think is very interesting. That this would work in very densely populated areas that have lots of arcades, like Japan. Other parts of the world like the US and the UK and Europe, arcades are kind of not, aren't found as much, not like, they're not on every corner, like a Starbucks around here. So it would work more in areas like Japan, where they have lots of pockets of, arcade areas, like in America, there's just, they found some success with arcades that, also have bars built into them, barcades. But they're few and far between in America. But I think that, Sega's kind of idea of using arcade machines as servers on off-peak times, so when they're not being used or when they're closed and there's no customers using the machines, they can then offset that hardware and use it to stream games, and use it as a powerful cloud platform. And it could bring other sources of revenue to arcades, instead of just getting revenue when they have customers and when they're open. They can also use these machines as servers and data centers and create additional income streams during off-peak or non-busy times, or when they're closed, which I think is a great idea for arcades and small businesses that rely on that source of revenue, people coming in, especially now with the pandemic. Not as many people are going to be around densely populated areas like malls and arcades. So creating other sources of revenue and kind of thinking about what the future is going to be in terms of relying less on hardware and more on the cloud is kind of a smart idea in order to plan ahead, smart business move for Sega to think ahead of time for that stuff. But another thought that came to mind is, what if this is Sega's kind of first initial steps into coming back into having their Sega Channel come back? What if this is, just something that they could, later on down the line introduce as, hey, we're bringing back Sega Channel. We have our online cloud streaming platform. We're using these machines to power that platform. I think that would be an amazing idea if, especially with Sega's back catalog of games. You have Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi. Imagine being able to stream, Dreamcast games or Saturn games or Genesis games, Sega's complete back catalog of games, and being able to play them wherever you want. Like I loved my Dreamcast. I played so many hours of Phantasy Star Online, Alien Front Online, Crazy Taxi, Shenmue, and the idea of being able to stream, on my phone, on maybe possibly you get a Nintendo Switch, Sega Channel app, being able to play it on your Switch, being able to play it just anywhere you are, on an iPad, a laptop, with this all these stream companies, yeah, we laugh at Stadia now because nobody's, wants to use it. But, other companies, like they have Sony with PS Now and Microsoft with their xCloud coming out. We see that slowly all these cloud gaming services are getting better and better and improving with each, as time passes on. So I think in the future, with powerful arcade hardware and having that physical distance, having that server closer to you, you can lower, latency and have a better experience overall. So I think that for Sega to be, looking ahead like that and seeing, okay, this is where the landscape could go. Right now, hardware is necessary. We do need hardware, and kind of cloud gaming is a supplementary kind of thing. I use PS Now here and there. I don't really stream games consistently just because it's not a consistent experience. It's not there yet. Maybe when we have 6G and, hardware is much better to be able to stream, and, the things that, Microsoft can do with their Azure platform and xCloud, later on tweaking the net code to improve, reduce latency and improve, frame rate and the user experience later on. Maybe, I don't know, we're talking PS6, PS7 type of, situation where, the kind of, it teeters more in the favor towards cloud streaming because we see more benefits from cloud streaming. It's not there yet, obviously. Hardware is still the best place to play currently, as of 2020. But it's interesting to see, if maybe a few years from now, is Sega going to jump into the cloud streaming platform? Are they going to rebrand Sega Channel and bring it back? Because, back in the 90s, when you could download, Sega games on, through a cable, internet, and download these Sega games and play them, like, that was revolutionary and ahead of its time. Sega's always been ahead of its time, especially with the Dreamcast, including a modem, as a part of the system. And, like I said, I loved Phantasy Star Online, playing all these online games on my Dreamcast because it was so ahead of its time. I think it would be interesting to have Sega Channel come back. What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you guys think it's a good idea if Sega were to jump into the cloud, platform, and bring back the Sega Channel brand and have all this back catalog of Sega games available, to play wherever you want? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. So this is, I want this, like I said, a community of discussion about gaming, topics. So, I'll be talking to you guys in the comments down below. All right, so give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, sub to get on the friends list, and when, get notified when a new video posts up. I'll talk to you guys on the next chat. Peace.